Anytime I look at Kurt Angle, I just see Buzz Lightyear for Toy Story in this pick. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling, and we're looking at Kurt Angle's recent comments about his TNA run and how he was perky. He was a perky turkey. He was perky Angle. Down, I'll get up. I never did know. Kurt Angle believes, right? Listen to this. This article is crazy. Kurt Angle believes he would be considered the greatest of all time if he didn't leave WWE. I disagree with that. I know it's coming from Kurt's own mouth, but he did say like 2 months ago that Charlotte Flair is like the greatest wrestler of all time. So, you know, I'm not going to trust Kurt's word anymore. But like you see it with a lot of people. Like if you stay in WWE, he might have just became stale. Here, and it doesn't work for everybody. Like Taker never really became stale, if we're being honest, right? But he was in the third brand. He was in ECW. I mean, if you look at the stuff that he did in TNA, like against Samoa Joe, the main event Mafia, his matches with AJ Styles. I mean, he became the pillar of TNA alongside like AJ Styles, Sting, etc. He says he doesn't regret going to TNA. We'll get into the quote in a minute, but for me, I do believe it elevated his career. Obviously not his WWE career, but in terms of, for me, I would never change it. I would never, ever change it. And during this podcast, WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle reflected on his jump from WWE to TNA in 2006. He goes, right, so, and I quote, "I don't regret going to TNA. I absolutely love TNA. I love my 11 years there. I probably would have stayed if the money didn't run out. I knew it was time to go back to WWE and I wanted to finish my career where I started. If I go back, the one thing I would love to change is that I wish I didn't get injured so much. That's what caused my painkiller problem, and my painkiller problem caused me to leave WWE. I felt like if I wasn't going to leave, I was going to end up doing something bad, which was an overdose on painkillers. I thought it was right for me to leave. If I wouldn't have left the WWE, I would have been wrestled there 20 years straight. I really believe to this day I'd be the greatest of all time. That's not me blowing smoke, that's me being honest. I think I would be considered the greatest of all time if I stuck with WWE for 20 years. So, I mean, that means he would have, planned the wrestle up to 2019. I believe that's when he had the match against Corbin, or was it 2018 he had the match against Corbin? No, it was 2019, definitely 2019. So, I mean, I understand where Kurt's coming from to a degree. To me, he is up there in the conversation about the greatest of all time. I don't, personally, for me, I don't feel like the TNA run has an effect on that. Now, obviously, his logic is, well, if he spent 20 years in WWE, they would view him as like in the conversation for greatest of all time because he's had 20 straight years. Kind of same with Undertaker, the way Taker kind of had like 30 straight years. But at the same time, for me, no. I mean, Hogan had time in TNA. Hogan had time in WCW. You've got people who spent time in WCW, people who have left the company and came back. Like Shawn Michaels had like 4 years, 5 years out. People have, sabbaticals, whatever. Like The Rock and Austin, not long careers. So longevity doesn't necessarily mean that. And for me, I wouldn't change his TNA career, and he's not saying that either. But for me, I don't think he would be. I don't think him staying 20 years genuinely would have changed much because I think he could have been jobbed out, to be honest. I feel like going to TNA actually enhanced his character, enhanced his main event status. Because see in 2006, man, apart from like the early bit of the year, I mean, he was in ECW and he didn't even have the belt. It wasn't like he was ECW champion, dominating for like 2 months before he left. He was a bit part player on ECW. I mean, that's ECW, like 2006 ECW, so not exactly ideal for the wrestling machine, guys. But I'd love to talk about Kurt Angle's TNA run in depth one day, but maybe that's a wee bit far away yet. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below, and until next time, peace.